question 20 is our first writing question of Test 5, Module 1. We begin this question with an independent clause that talks about this Lương Minh becoming the 13th Secretary General of this organization, ASEAN, in January of 2013. And so this sentence is written with an independent clause with a participial phrase that is giving us an extra information. The best way to approach this type of question is not by so much grammar, but understanding the logical flow of it so that you know what goes into this blank, making something the first time the organization would appoint a Vietnamese leader. We have our 4 choices of pronoun here, and by now you can tell that this question is prompting us on the convention of pronoun antecedent agreement. So we get that. Now, when you read this, the independent clause here seems easy to understand, whereas making something the first time the organization would appoint is something that you need to figure out and think about. And across the 4 choices here, particularly for this question, there's really no need to go through all 4 choices as long as you understand what goes into this blank. And so if you think about a participial phrase, which relates to the independent clause by giving an extra information, additional information that would better color the sentence, making something the first time, we are referring to this person becoming the 13th Secretary General is the event, making this event the first time, marking this event as the first time organization would appoint a Vietnamese leader. So this event can only be set off by choosing the pronoun this, whereas these and those are plural pronouns that we really don't need to use in this case. This is an indefinite pronoun that marks something of amount or quantity. So when you choose C here, the key takeaway for this question 20 is that when you have a pronoun antecedent agreement, okay, as you know these pronouns, antecedents are what the pronoun refers to. And in question 20, antecedent is not a word, is not a phrase, but it's actually a whole independent clause that is acting as our antecedent. So when you have, let's say, this participial phrase that has this inside, this pronoun this is marking this whole independent clause as the antecedent, so that, again, the key takeaway here is that antecedents come in words, phrases, or independent clauses, or any form as long as we can mark that as a noun. Okay, so antecedents are something, and so question 20, independent clause is our antecedent, and our pronoun necessary for this is this. So putting this back in here, making this the first time organization would appoint a Vietnamese leader. Sorry about the mess here, but I think it's worthy noting that antecedents can go beyond a word or phrase.